Is he in Chile? Is he in Canada? Santiago? Victoria? Where am I? I am in Victoria, I assure you. Look. Beautiful winter day. I was only in Chile for 3 weeks visiting family from Christmas to the New Year. And while I was there, I shot a lot of really cool stuff. I actually shot a little mini documentary with a friend of mine who's a street performer. And I had a really good time. This is a pretty quick episode, but it's about quite a few things. For people interested in traveling Chile, specifically Santiago, this video takes you through a really cool market in Santiago. I also made it for travel videographers, specifically shooting in public. When you're traveling and you're a foreigner and it's obvious, and you're trying to capture some interesting moments or just some cool stuff in public, you can get into trouble sometimes. And so there's a couple tips to throw at you about shooting in public and how to do that properly without, you know, getting hit or losing your camera or worse. And last but not least, I made this video for my father-in-law, because he was the one that took me to this market, and he knew that I was filming things, and I wanted to get a good slice of the culture in Santiago, and he was like, this is where it all happens. This is the real Santiago right here. So this one's for my father-in-law, Alberto Bielefeld, and I hope he enjoys it. It's in English, so he's probably not gonna get much of it, but that's okay. He's gonna see all the awesome shots of Vega market where he took me, and he's gonna be satisfied with that for sure. So I'm gonna take you back to Chile where I was, quick little intro to my father-in-law, and then we're off to the market. Let's go. Oh man. He's walking out of there like he just robbed the place. I didn't really know where Alberto was taking me. I just knew it was a big market. He kept on saying La Vega, La Vega. So it wasn't until after I had been there and filmed a bunch of stuff, I came back and, you know, did some research. It's one of the top 45 biggest and best markets in the world. It's actually a national monument of Chile. It's been around over 100 years in the country, almost 120 years now. All I have to film right now is this camera. So I didn't have a drone yet, but if I was to go back there, I would film all above Vega Market to give you like a scope of how big it really is. It's 9.5 hectares. How many acres is that? It's got about 2,500 vendors, and they sell everything. Anthony Bourdain was there actually for his no reservation show about 7 years ago. He ate at one of the, there's an area of small little restaurants in the market. And it's like some of the best, obviously most authentic Chilean food that I've ever seen. So if you're there, definitely go to one of those restaurants. Some of the best food you'll find in Santiago. The smell in this area is so good because it's all fresh fruit. not pay. Okay, here's where I ran into trouble. As you can see, we've got two ladies here who are not happy with me filming, and rightly so. There was a situation there where they had a customer that didn't pay at their little restaurant there, and he tried to just walk out, and so they apprehended him, and they were about to either kick his ass or basically just extract money from him some way. And they happened to notice that I was filming. So that's not good for business, for anybody. They don't want to have to do that, but also they don't want to have to be seen doing that. I don't know why, I was just looking at the microphone the whole time I was talking there. Anyway, in that particular situation, I was with my father-in-law. He was able to talk to the owners of that restaurant and just tell them that, you know, I was not from there. I was just filming, and I didn't even understand the situation that was going on. So we were able to talk our way out of it pretty easily, and that was totally fine. But this brought up some past memories where I've come pretty close to getting into some trouble filming in public or filming people that didn't want to be filmed. There's not a lot of tips on filming in public in foreign places for vlogging purposes, basically. So I thought I'd just offer that and throw that out there. Made a little list, and here we go. Number one, do your research. If you're going to a temple, for example, or some place that you know is maybe you shouldn't be filming stuff, then, you know, double check, like research that online and find out exactly, you know, what you can get away with, and then sort of plan accordingly from there. Number two, if possible, have a local with you as a bit of a guide, like my father-in-law, for example. Have somebody that knows the lay of the land, and if you do get into any sort of hot water, you have somebody that can talk for you, can vouch for you, and hopefully, like, you know, maybe be the shield or whatever, just be able to protect you if there is any serious problem. If you're alone in a public place and you get into some sort of trouble for filming, then the odds are against you for sure. Number three, if you haven't done one and you don't have two, have money, just like some small bills, small, like not a lot of money, but have some money to bribe. Because in most foreign countries, if you get in any sort of trouble in anything, you can bribe your way out of it, right? So don't carry everything with you, obviously, but have some money so that you can bribe. All right. Number four, I like to film people in their natural element without them knowing that they're being filmed, because if they're aware that they're being filmed, then they don't act totally natural most of the time. But sometimes you have to ask, either before or after, approach whoever it is that you're filming and just get their permission. You know, make sure that it's cool with them, because then they won't come after you. As long as you're not exploiting anybody, then you should be good, right? And then most of the time they won't have a problem. Those are the four basic tips. The last resort, don't run. Just face the music. I mean, even delete the whatever it is that you filmed in front of those people. Like if that's like the real issue, they just don't want to be filmed, or they don't want their image or anything like that, then literally show them what you recorded or what you shot and delete it. And hopefully that'll be okay. Those are the 5 things that I've had to do in past experiences that allowed me to walk out of a situation totally unharmed with my camera, most of the time with the footage that I wanted, and everybody was okay.
mejor universidad que la vida.
Exacto, sí, de acuerdo.
No hay mejor universidad que la experiencia.
Exacto, sí.